So definitely, I think especially in the pandemic, fundraising has become very tough. Again, we are very lucky to be in the edtech area where there is a lot of momentum, especially in this kind of time. But it's never easy. We have been very lucky, be able to raise our seed round of $1 million rather quickly. And I think right now it seems there is a queue. We can easily raise a few hundred more $1,000 if we want to. So we are working on the terms of the next round. But I think there has been still quite a bit of learning. It will take me several sessions, but I'll give you a couple of examples. So one thing, what I have noticed, especially in the early days, I went to some of these pitches. Especially in this time, a lot of these so-called the pitch organizer mushroom. There are only a few handful who are really reputed one. So I'll really request each early entrepreneur, especially if you are a first time, do a thorough research. But that is not the reality. What really happens sometimes when people are just there for the sake of being there, it becomes like a poker table. If you play poker with wooden dollars, trust me, you are not going to pay attention to moves and all that. And that's exactly what happened there. They might not pay attention beyond a point to your deck, your pitch, and all that. And all of a sudden, at the end, you get some of these very generic feedback. I don't see any differentiator. You didn't say your go-to-market X, Y, and Z. I don't think there is enough time. I have a question on the team. You can take any early startup and you can apply any of these, and they will be 95% of the cases, they will be applicable in one way or other. Angel, and of course, you don't want to go to a VCs because they have very different template and you need to fit in that template. But for the angels, you want to go to somebody who really there to understand your vision, and you will have a lot of confusion. I had a lot of confusion, even I was not a first time founder, but trust me, in the early stages, this is bound to happen. You need somebody who can help you eradicating some of that confusion, giving you some clarity. Sometimes when you blur out a bunch of things, you will get clarity from the right folks, and that is what you need. I'll give you one incident. Of course, I don't want to call out the name, but these all are real scenario. So I have one of the investor, when he was there at a pitch, he also brought a friend, and friend has a son, 9 or 10-year-old, and he asked his son to go and check out Moonshot Jr. Son came back, and at the time we were in very early stage, so we did not even have a good website, and we were selling to parents. So his son could not find anything really appealing, and he said like, no dad, I like the site, but I really don't see much for me. And all of a sudden the dad was like somewhat negative, but the person or my current angel investor who brought him, he didn't buzz. He said, Alok, I really like your vision, I'm going to make an investment. And that topic came up, and he said like, his son is only one data point. What was his mindset? Does he like these kind of things? I mean, so he said, I'm ignoring it because it doesn't bother me. I know what you are doing, and that's super important for me. He gave me a 6-figure check. He went back to his friend also, and that friend also deposited some substantial or invested substantial money. That is what you need. Those kind of angels you need. There was also a lot of question around the TAM. My early angel investor, I really have a huge respect for him. He said, Alok, the TAM is going to come in your way, but don't worry about it. We will find a solution. Right now, let's see how we can at least get the basics done. And now, all of a sudden, we are seeing in the market what we are doing, this entrepreneurial training and all that. Pretty much every second, if not every third parent are already asking that, I have an 18-year-old, I have a 19-year-old, I have a 17-year-old sibling or older child, and it seems like they will able to get benefit. Can you do it? Because you are right now saying it's 10 to 17. So my advisor said, at some point of time, we need to drop the junior and open up and unlock the bigger market, because I think your services are very well fit there. You need that kind of angel investor who can help you. Those are super crucial. And as I said, but it takes time, so it will not happen overnight. You keep talking, and but until and unless you find that angel investor or a group or whatever, don't give up, and don't get demotivated from the folks where they might not be the most serious one, or the feedback you are getting might be flawed. So just take it with a grain of salt. If you do not have a crisp, clear story, that's where you are there. That's why you are an early stage startup, especially first time founders. This is going to happen. So I think really find that opportunity, find the right person, and I think that is the way to go.